deal reviews things. Hello and welcome to my Destiny review. This is the first review I've ever done, and so things may be a little haphazard. We know the form, I talk, not much sense is made. Anyway, I'm going to try and make it as logical bullet point as possible. In the meantime, enjoy a montage of clips from my Destiny playthrough that I recorded here and there and have thrown together with the transition and fade in, fade out buttons from Photoshop. Ooh, editing. Kind of. Anyway, so there's been a lot of negative, well, not really negative reviews. How is 7 out of 10 a negative review? In my course I'm doing, if I get 70%, they're calling that a good result. In college, if you get 70%, in uni, if you get 70%, that's near close to a distinction. How is 77 out of 10 a bad score? 7 out of 10 is what I'm awarding Destiny, mainly because I have quite a few gripes. I also have a lot of hell yeah, good things to say. So anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to start with the meh, that sucks stuff first. First one. Alright, yeah, before that, if you're not going to listen any further, if you're not entirely sure which way you go, a lot of the reviews are bad, some are alright, and some people are going, yeah, I'm having the best crack of my life playing this. As in the Irish crack, which means fun, not the stuff you smoke and then lose all your money and your penis or vagina falls off. Not that crack. The good crack. The Irish crack. That stuff. Wait till it's pre-owned copy. Throw it in. Have a blast. It's fun. And it doesn't cost you any online fee, bar your PS Plus if you're on a PS4. And that comes with other stuff anyway. So, right. Bad things. First of all, communication sucks in this game. For me to talk to, say, someone I run past on a map, I have to then tag that person, inspect their profile, invite them into my fire team or ask them to join theirs, and if they're on a friends only block, you can't do that. So that then involves a load screen that we both have to go through for me to end up in their fire team, and then I can say, hey, how are you? You fancy running around and shitting some guys, maybe doing a story mission in hard, something like that, right? I have to go through all those stages just to say hello to someone in game. And I've done that once, but I already know that person, so I'm fine. I know we'll get on. He's a good fella. He's from Holland and he's a nice gamer fella, and I've known him for a bit and talked to him online. So I'm cool going through those steps. But an absolute stranger, that's like 4 steps in a loading screen before you can say hello to a stranger. It's bad enough just saying hello to a stranger sometimes, especially if you're a little social anxious. That's too many steps. There should be a quick tap, do you want to play together button, or a quick option to just say hello and talk to someone. It shouldn't be 4 stages in a load screen. That's too much effort. To maybe have someone go, no, I'm just having fun by myself. Do you mind? You're messing with me. Alright, so that's a problem. It's an easy fix. Here's another one. In a strike mission, you're matchmaked with 2 other random dudes who turn out to be pretty good gamers, but maybe you'd like to give them a, yo dude, there's 100 guys coming to your left, will you stop just shooting the big bad and maybe run away? Or say someone gets shot and killed and you can't get them to revive them, just go, I'm just going to do laps of this map area while the baddies chase me to make sure I don't die, so we time out for 30 seconds so we don't all die and have to go back to the checkpoint, because that's how you do it. Right? Why can't I talk to people in my strike team? Some of them have mics. I can hear that they're talking because their thingy flashes like they're talking, but we can't communicate to each other because we're not in the same fire team. Why is that not just something that happens in a matchmaking strike team? You can talk if you want to. If you don't want to, you can always pull your headphones and mic out and just play away. It's an easy fix as well. This should be stuff that is patched. It should be happening. It would improve the gameplay 1,000-fold. That's gripe 1. Gripe 2, loot drops. And this is one I agree with. I got to level 20 and everything was swimmingly fine. I finished the main storyline and went, it's like Skyrim now. I just run around and do random small quests and have a bit of crack, but with friends in game. We all have a super or shout type thing, and we can all kill lots of bad guys. I enjoy the gameplay mechanic itself. I find it fun, so at no point does that seem like a bad time to me. I don't need new bits of random story to enjoy the game. If I needed new bits of story all the time, you know what I'd do? It's a very simple clue. I'd read a book. I'm here to play and have fun. If I was expecting high art, I'd be reading Shakespeare opposed to this. Okay? And Shakespeare's a bit gutter trash at times. Let's just go on that. Anyway, so you start grinding for light gear to get your light level up and all that nonsense, and you get a whole load of blue hexagon things, and you go, oh wow, this is like an entire armor set. There's my dude. That's my man. He's pretty damn good. Alright? All those blue things. It's going to be epic. I'm going to have all my armor set and a couple of guns. I can't wait. And you get back to your Cryptarch guy, and it's like, yeah, you've got 6 uncommons and 1 scout rifle, the exact same type as you already have and have already perked up to its awesomest level. Meh, gotcha. Right? This is apparently being patched. I've heard on the internet that, and by that I mean people who are stupid enough to put themselves on YouTube channels and say, oh yeah, totally, Destiny are saying they're patching that. Your blue will now be blue. Your green will be a green, your white will be white, and a purple will be a purple. Don't worry about it. We're not screwing you over anymore, because they have been screwing us over. I took so much longer to get to a level where I'd be happy with going on these things, because quite frankly, it was random. It was random. I finished a strike on very hard, just with the help of 2 good guys who I never spoke a word with because of the whole communication issue. And I couldn't talk to them. And then my purple turned out to be a blue chest piece I already had. And I cried. Inside, because I'm Northern Irish and we don't cry outside easily. Maybe. No, that's a complete lie. We cry all the time, just behind closed doors, like a man. Only in front of his genital sherry partner. Anyway, so 2 gripes. Communication, loot picks. 1 final gripe. The grinding is impossible. Unless you've got an entire week, no work, no college, no other commitments, no family to talk to or dishes to do, or you're not feeding yourself, you're going to have the world's hardest time to get any legendary gear. I'm serious. I'll give you an example. To get a legendary helmet, first you have to get to legendary rank 2. That takes long enough doing story missions and strikes and stuff like that. That was a week and a half of my playing time. That's too long. I have college and I have a part-time job to pay for the college and the living, because I'm going back to be an engineer type thing, right? I don't have that much time to invest to get to all the legendary perks. They're pointed too low for the stuff you've to get. Yes, there should be a bit of, I've done 10 missions and now I can buy all my legendary gear. No, you have to do about 100. Easily 100 separate strike missions to get all your legendary gear. And that's like, say, 20 for the armor, 20 for the leg armor, 20 for the chest armor, 20 for the head armor, and then 20 for a legendary gun. And that might not be accurate. It may be like 200, considering the point level. It's 120 points for a helmet. And you're getting 5 a match. That's a lot of grinding. That's too much grinding. If you want some casual gamers or gamers who love gaming but have a life that requires a lot of stuff to be done, you need to raise or drop one of those. just to keep them involved, because you're going to lose a lot of people like that. I know there's guys that I like playing with who'd be going, I don't have that time, man, to get legendary gear. I just don't. I've got crap to do. Unless they want to come round and pay my bills for me, I can't do that. So that's my third and final gripe. Those are the three things that need fixed. Grinding must be more realistic in timescale. Loot drops need to be fair. And communication needs to be made a whole lot easier. And those are my gripes. Those are the only things I have a bug with. The rest of the game, I quite frankly adore. I love the alpha. I love the beta. People are complaining about the story, but it's drip fed to you over the arc of the story. And quite frankly, if they release more DLCs that might cost, say, a $5 or a tenner, those are sterling pounds. I've no problem maybe investing in that here and there now and then just to get a wee bit more story, reading up on the internet. It was like Skyrim. If you didn't read the books, the story was pretty bad. If you read the books, you had a whole new universe in the game open up for you. Or you could listen to the terrible dialogue that was spoken to you. Not much of it was that great and high art. It was still fun to play, and so you kept coming back for more. This is fun to play. I'm playing it because I'm enjoying this. Right, we'll go on the first person shooter mechanics. I like it. I think it works. I think it works pretty damn well, I have to say. I like how the guns feel. I like how running around works. I like the double jump, massive jumpy thing. I like punching things if they get a bit close. I like the way your supers charge. I like the way your grenades behave in the option of 3 different types of grenade depending on what class you are. I like the way the characters react to being shot. They actually bounce back. You are shooting them. They're not like Killzone Shadowfall characters where you shoot them and they keep shooting you. These guys knocked back and everything. That is all realistic. I like how the sniper rifles work. I like how the rocket launchers work. I like how the heavy machine guns work. Don't like the auto rifles, but that's because I run out of bullets too much. I prefer using 1 bullet to the job, whereas auto rifle will require 5 more to get even close to the same effect. I don't like shotguns in games. I've never liked shotguns in first-person shooters. I may play a Titan, I may like to punch things, but a shotgun takes too long to reload a shell. Okay, so I like that. That's all fun. I also happen to like the enemies. I like that there's Fallen, Cable, Vex, 3 different types, and in them different types of enemies that behave differently, and they all have different sort of ways of acting and behaving and moving around. I like that. I find it quite involving. I find for each enemy I need a different strategy and sometimes a different weapon. I do rely very heavily on my scout rifle for general easy to middle level baddies because I can be precise, I can pop them down, I can do them in a wave, move left to right between the enemies as they sweep towards me. I quite enjoy that. I like having the grenades for bigger things, and I like saving the supers for if I get surrounded or there's a big bad that needs taken down a notch. This is all very cool to me. I like that the Fallen are very ducky and divey and jumpy. The captains are actually quite cowardly. You hit them and they'll run away. The stealth vandals are terrifying. I hate them every time they try and charge me. I just panic, throw grenades, do supers, fire wildly. My eyes suddenly can't see them because of those motion blurs, and I panic every last time still, and I'm now used to them. These bouncing cable guys, you have to headshot them if you want to make any significant damage because they're so heavily armored. And that's not talk about the phalanx who have shields that are immune to damage unless you're firing a rocket launcher. No one gets that much special ammo. No one. So you have to hit the gun if they're facing at you. So the gun, if you hit the gun, knocks them and they're suddenly exposed. You can headshot them. I like all those parts of it. See, you had to wait for the shield to move. I like that there's different types of bad guys. I like that. I quite enjoy all those aspects of it. I like sometimes the way the strikes tear between two different types of enemy. You go from fighting Fallen to Vex to Fallen, or you're suddenly stuck in the crossfire between the Fallen and the Hive, and you're stuck between the two of them. That's also quite fun. The Cable and the Vex seem to have quite an interesting war going on Mars. There's always that variation between who you're having to deal with at any given time, and sometimes they decide, you know what, we're fine with each other, we don't like each other, but we really hate those humans. I like all that. That's fun. People are saying they don't enjoy the enemies. I bet you that green's a white. Betcha, I betcha. Anyway, so yeah, this is all fun. Plus, look how gorgeous Mars looks. And that's nothing to say. Venus and the moon are also as beautiful, lovely environments to explore and fight in. Gorgeous things. That's This is part of why I love this game. It's involved, it's deep, and I don't mean stupid. Oh, look, here's some storyline for you, so you can, you know, instantly tell what's happening. No, no, no. I don't need involved storyline. I need the gameplay itself to be interesting. I read about a book a week, so I get story already. The game, I'm coming for fun, and if I can have my fun with friends, make new friends, easy communication, and get fair loot drops, and not have to grind so much, all the better. That will instantly, I will come back, I will re-edit this video, and it will jump from my score to a higher score, because those are the only flaws. The actual gameplay and story I'm fine with. This is a good game to play. It's a good world to dick about in. Yes, would we like more maps? Would we like a bit more story and updates? Totally. I'm not reviewing player versus player because I can do that in 10 seconds right now. I die many, many, many times because I suck in player versus player. Real bad. Real bad. Oh, in player versus player, unless you have a one-hit weapon, you're going to die as bad as I do. Because everyone else has a one-hit weapon and walk up behind you and shoot you, and then you're dead. And you're like, wait, where did he? And it was a shot. I didn't even have time to check my flank. That's pretty much the sucky part of it. So yeah, player versus player. That's that taken care of. Isn't this such a pretty game? Like, seriously. This is one of the initial story bosses. Oh, that was a sneak maneuver from them. So yeah, as you can see, they throw bad guys at you, they throw a big boss at you, and that happens a good few times in the game. Some people have complained that makes the story repetitive, but I'm sorry. Every computer game I've ever played has the same mechanics. Sometimes they throw some stealth in it. Sometimes you have to fight them one at a time. Sometimes they give you little, tiny amounts of ammo that mean you die many, many times before you have to figure out how to run round guys. I'm looking at The Last of Us there. That was scary. So yeah, I'm sorry, this is a game mechanic. Expect repetition of a type. If it's a good game, you don't mind the repetition. You will enjoy it because you get better at it. You will die many times at the start with certain enemies, but then eventually you'll not. You'll kill lots of them. So effectively, this is the end of my Destiny review, and I'm going to summarize by going 7 out of 10. If they fix my gripe, my 3 gripe issues, I'm happy to go right up to a 9. But at the moment, it's 7 out of 10. So I hope you've enjoyed this review and it's helped you decide whether yay or nay. If you agree, say why. If you disagree, say why. In the comments, like, subscribe, all that stuff. If you disagree, that's cool, but please don't be a dick about it. Anyway, thank you for watching and bye.